here's the deal. I am making a fleet video. Why am I not making a fleet video? What's wrong? Well, I've been making a fleet video, and it's not working out. Not because it's hard, not because I can't tell you what the best ships are in the game. Heck, Fleet Arena can tell you that, right? It's because I don't want to lead you astray. Now, some of you are like, listen, dude, you're just a YouTube man. I don't have to listen to the YouTube man. True, you do not. But there are some people who value my opinion. Very few amounts, if they do, but enough that when I put out a video, I fear that I will ruin someone's experience in this game if I do not give them good advice. So when it comes to ships, I think I could give good advice on what a good fleet is, right? That's real simple. What I'm afraid of is that if I tell someone to farm a ship, right? If I'm like, yeah, Houndstooth is sick, you should farm it. And then they farm it and they get their Bosk all geared up and stuff. And it's the only thing they use Bosk for is to be a ship. That's bad. I don't want that to happen. Right? They're wasting all of this gear on Bosk just so that this ship can work out instead of building out a bounty hunter squad because you now have Bosk geared. The other side of the coin is I tell them, hey, this fleet looks fantastic. You should be working on First Order just got dropped, right? You should work on that. It looks fantastic with TIE Echelon now, making it a really good fleet. Where previously it was kind of niche, now it's real good, right? And your roster looks like mine, and you drop one farm to pick this up instead, where you don't have the Hux Finalizer even done yet. You don't have all the ships at 7 stars. You don't have all these characters geared up past gear 10. If they're even at gear 7 or 8. I do not want to do that to you. It's the quickest way to create a crater in your roster, because you think my opinion is worth more than what you're currently farming. And I don't even want to chance that. So we're not making a big flashy ship video, at least not currently. Maybe in the future, when I build a little more rapport, we'll make one. But currently, I'll just give you 3 tips. And you're going to roll with them. And they're going to help. They're going to be fantastic. And that's it. Right? Tip number 1. The amount of fleets you should be aiming for is 4. 4 whole fleets. You should have 2 for defense and 2 for offense. Not saying that you're going to win every offense and every defense. And I'm not saying that you have to have 4 of them immediately. But this should be your end goal, is having 4 good fleets. What those fleets are, up to you. Up to you. Tip number 2. Fleet Arena is not something you should focus on. This should be the icing on the cake. Especially if your account sits somewhere like mine. Because right now, the top 20 and under, and part of the top 50, are all executors. I can't beat a single one of them, so there's no way I'm getting the top 20. Realistically, I'm placing top 50 sometimes. And that's 350 crystals from my account. If I get it every single day of the week. If I drop whatever ships I'm farming to prioritize a Fleet Arena farm, instead of making sure that I have all of my GAC faction ships figured out, right? The difference of winning for an entire week inside of Fleet Arena and losing once inside of Grand Arena is huge. Because every time I lose, I drop 250 crystals in my rank 1 to rank 2 to 4, and my rank 2 to 4 to 5 and 7, right? So if I go 2 wins, 1 loss, I can only go 2 and 4. If I go 1 win, 2 losses, I can only go 5 and 7. And every time I lose, that's 250 crystals base right here on top of the 275 crystals I lose for a defeat payout instead of a victory payout. That puts me at 525 crystals gone every single loss. That is huge amounts of loss. Not worth the week's worth of 350 crystals total on my Fleet Arena. Final tip. Where do you find these fleets? What should I do? It's going to be the same tip I've given you over and over again. For those of you who are homies who've already seen the other videos, you know what I'm going to tell you to do. Farm stuff that's already inside of your roster. Pop into the crew member tab. Take a look at what you have geared, the factions you have multiple characters inside of, the characters you forgot about long ago that now they're going to have a place because, hey, they've got a ship and a decent faction behind them, so you can use them in GAC as a character and a ship. Perfect. Everything should start here. Now, just like when you're farming a squad, I'm not saying you can only farm characters from your roster. If you need to go and pick up, you know, you come down here. If you need to pick up the General Hux to finish your first order, or you have to pick up Plo Koon, like I'm going to finish out your Galactic Republic, you can do that. But the core of your ship squad should be already farmed. In some way, shape, and form, you should already have them at your disposal. You just need to invest more into them. And that's it, man. That's as good as the ships video is going to get. I'm sorry if it hasn't been helpful, but I'm not taking a chance. Even though you guys have brains and you have agency over what you can do, sometimes it just takes a little bit of a silver tongue to coax you out of what you're doing. And I might do that. So we're not even taking that chance. But now, hey, I'm free from the idea of a ships video. So I'll be seeing you a lot more in this next coming week. Because I haven't talked about anything that's happened in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and we got some things to chat about, okay? We'll talk to you later.